In this film, well, first of all, you can notice here, actually on the animals page, I've just updated this so we haven't got two copies of the dog and the frog. I've got a section here for a chav penguin. There he is, the little kind of strongbow, and his Burberry all over the place. Some lovely orange trainers there. And we've got some chav bears with a big fat bit of bling around the neck there, and the obligatory Burberry cap, and of course a bottle of Stella. Again, these are images made by some of my year 7s, so well done to them. But what I would like to focus on is the actual page that we made for chav dogs, because this was a bit of a disaster. I'm just going to double click here and open that up, and we were kind of left last time with something that looked a bit like this, and to be honest with you, the images are far too large for what we want. So I'm going to just bring back my panel over here, and what we're going to do is we're going to think about the optimization of graphics. Now, what we're basically getting at is, I think actually it might be a good idea to illustrate this first of all by going into my documents, and again, I've got a bit of a slow computer, so if it lags for a little while, then please bear with us. We will eventually get there. Into ChavZoo, and hopefully my folders should come up any second nowish, one would hope, but there we go. That's lag for you. We get there eventually. And I'm going to go to images. Now, the two dogs are chavdog2.jpg and chavdog, and you can see the size there, 720 by 540, 720 by 540. And what's important is I'm just going to go to the thumbnails. Do apologize, not thumbnails, I want the details. And we can see here that we've got chavdog2.jpg and chavdog at 37k. Okay, now that's, in all fairness, that's not actually too big. That would download quite quickly. What we'd like to try and do is actually decrease the size of those. So remember there, 37k on both of those. I'm just going to quickly flip to fireworks at the bottom here. Again, this should open up, and you can see there's absolutely nothing open there. Reason for that is because, fantastically, another good reason for having a site definition, all you've got to do is, let's go to chavdog, and we will double click there, and it takes a little moment, but in theory, when I double click, what should happen is the picture of chavdog 720 by 730 by 520, something like that. Anyway, 37k, don't forget that. Because I've double clicked, it takes me straight into it in fireworks, which is handy. Now I'm going to come to optimize here, and what we've got is we've got a JPEG, and we've got a quality of 71. Now what I'm going to do is take the quality of that down to say 46. Do you see any change in the image? Well, what we'll do is we'll file and we'll save as. I'm going to call this chavdog OPT for optimized. I'm going to press save. Now, what we can do is if we go back to the documents here, what we find is we've got chavdog 37k and chavdog opt 24k. So we've got the file sizes down, which means that when you download things from the internet, because they're smaller in size, they should actually download much faster. Now if we go to thumbnails, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, let's open chavdog, isn't it, this one? Let's open that one, and what we'll do is we'll open chavdog opt in a minute and see what the difference is. It's to work, that would be very helpful. So there's chavdog, and let's open chavdog opt. And what we'll do now is, well, we can't actually we can't flip between two. It's really rather annoying, but I can't see a lot of difference except for the file size. Let's go to, that was chavdog opt and chavdog again. Both those pictures look exactly the same, but this one is 37k, and the optimized one, which looks pretty much the same, is 24k. So, first things first, what we're looking for you guys to do is when you're working with images, you want to get the sizes down as small as possible. If, however, we take the quality down very low, to say 10, and then we'll file and save as. Whoa! Damn, I pressed save, never mind. Let's go back and open chavdog opt, and you can see now that it's gone horribly pixelated. That's rather unfortunate, because I'm not too sure now. If I go back to fireworks, and let's take this quality, we can Control Z maybe. Yeah, we'll Control Z, and I'll file and I'll save. I know that playing around with the quality, I can actually adjust the size of the file. Now, if we go back to Dreamweaver, we've got this massive image of this chav dog, and it's just far too large for that page. I'm thinking it's 750 across. I'm thinking maybe an image is about 300 by 300 would be better. So let's go back to Fireworks. What we'll do is on this is chav dog opt, we're going to modify the canvas, and we're going to make the image size, and let's, oh no, we want to make it a square, so we're going to have to crop it first of all. Let's crop something roughly that's a square. All I'm doing is dragging over and I press enter, and that crops it. And then we'll go to modify canvas and image size, and we'll go for 300 by 300. We'll press OK. This is chav dog opt. I'm going to file and save that. I'll tell you what, actually whilst we're at it, remember that was 24K? I wonder what size it is now if I go to the old, is that one there? If I go to the details, down to 9K. That's pretty good. So in fact what we've got is a pretty big picture that went from 37K to 9K. I reckon that's 4 times smaller. If we go back to Dreamweaver, not Fireworks, I've got this still massive image which is no use to me, so that's going to go bye-bye. I have pressed delete, I'm just waiting go. There it goes eventually. Let's bring it back, and we'll take chav dog opt and we'll put that in there. And what we'll get in a moment is a slightly smooth at some point, but it's still on the big side and it still looks pretty good. So I'm kind of happy with that, to be honest with you. I think what I would probably do here is to, let me think now, how would I genuinely handle this? I've got this giant dog image down here. I'll get rid of that as well, and eventually this is going to I think what I would probably do to lay this one out is I would actually sort of highlight the whole table here, and I'll right click, I go table, and I would split the cells here into 2 columns, press OK, and that appears to have done very little in fact. Okay, no problem. Oh, it's just done it on the top one. That's going to be annoying. What I would do then in this case is, to be honest with you, I'd just start again, and this time I'd insert a table, and let me think, I'm going to require, I'm going to go with 3 columns and 4 rows, 700 pixels, press OK. And what I would do is look, chav dog 1, bring back the panel over here, we'll drag on chav dog opt, stick it in there, and he'll appear in just a moment. There he is. And I can adjust my table here, and I'll move this one over as well, a little bit like this, and I can put look, there we go, yeah, look chav dog 2. Now in theory you would have expected me to have prepared something which meant that I could actually optimize the second dog. Unfortunately I haven't done that, so we'll go through it again I think very quickly. All you got to do is go back to Fireworks, close that one down to prove there's nothing there, back into Dreamweaver, we'll open up by double clicking chav dog. It's going to take a moment to do this. Hopefully with your computers at your school it should be a little bit quicker than my efforts, but what will happen in a moment, it's still got the egg time on there. Oh, I got the wrong one. Damn, it must have been, I thought I opened chav dog 2. Let's try again, chav dog 2, not chav dog. Wish someone had spotted that. Let's double click, that'll take us to Fireworks, and we'll get this one this time. What we did was we took roughly a square, we cropped it, press enter, we'll take the quality down to, I think it's about 40 something we worked with last time, that worked quite well, and we will simply modify the canvas and the image size, and we'll make that 300 by 300. We press OK, and what we'll do is we'll file, and to be honest with you I'm not going to bother with putting chav dog 2 opt, I'm just going to save it. as chavdog2, and of course now I can drag chavdog2 into place. And what we'll find is we'll get two images now that are eyes. There we go. And if I were to preview this page on the internet and press yes, we should in a moment, and please be patient, you could even skip forward using the play controls at the bottom, but hopefully in a second we should find the internet opening up. Here it comes. Better late than never, and with my computer it's normally never, but what we have here is we've got ourselves two reasonably large size images that we can get to. We can go to the animals page. Oh, that hasn't done that because I didn't save the animals page, which I did a little bit earlier on. Let's go back to the internet and refresh that, and we find when we click on dogs now, it takes us to the dogs page. Going quickly back to Dreamweaver and going to the Chav Dogs page. Why did I leave? Oh no, gosh, it's ever so slow tonight. Why did I leave some boxes in that? Well, I can put some text in here. Look at this lovely Chav dog. He likes the bow, as in strong bow, and of course buys it all from Netto's. And if we file and we save, and we can go back and just very quickly we'll refresh that page. Again, I'm going to talk about good layout design in the next video, but you can kind of see where we're going with this. The key thing is think about the size of your images, get them into Fireworks, optimize them, and then what that does, if you remember, that was 37K beforehand, and now we can see Chav Dog 2, which was 37K, is now 8K, 1K smaller than the other one. There we go. That's what we're looking for. What we want you to do is gather your images, optimize them, and set them to the right size that you want to use them in the websites that you're going to build.